Hello again, welcome back to the garage. We're back onto the work to restore this rusty old bonnet off the motorhome. The first thing to do, I reckon, is to lay that repair piece over and mark where it comes to on here, and then cut away as much of that rusty horribleness as we can. That little mini grinder wheel on the Dremel tool thing is not working so well. The disc just keeps exploding and disappearing, so I'm going to stitch drill it with the battery drill, and then we should just be able to nibble it away, I suppose. Well, there we go. That's not too, I mean, obviously a bit of a jagged edge there. I might clean that up a little bit with a file, and then I'll wire brush again so I know I'm right up to there. So I've got all the paint off where I'm going to be welding. So I'll do that next, and we'll try and get rid of some of this dust and muck and stuff. There's quite a gap there, so a lot of it might just pop out there. Right, let's give that a go. Righto, let's go ahead and put a few tack welds in just to hold that in position and see how we get on with it. Well, there we go, it's stuck on. This corner here, I did blow a little bit of a hole in there, and obviously this paste stuff here has a bit of a tendency to catch fire, which is a little bit awkward. Right, anyway, I think what I have to do is do it a little bit at a time. The welder is struggling a little bit. It seems to sort of run out of puff once you've done a little bit, so I'll just do a little bit at a time and try and fill it in. Oh well, would you believe that we've run out of MIG welding wire? I'm going to have to order some more. That puts a bit of a stop on things, doesn't it? Oh, got some. Well, I never managed to get back out here last night and load up the new reel of MIG wire, but I've done it now, and it's in the torch. So let's go ahead and see if we can finish welding that patch in. Well, there we go. Look at that masterpiece. Right, I'm going to clean it up with the wire wheel and we'll have a look at it after I've got rid of all the sooty mankiness on it. Well, there we go. Almost invisible mending, I'd say. Well, maybe not. Let's clean it up with the grinder and see what it looks like after a bit of a spruce up, I suppose. Well, I suppose the best you can say for it is that it won't be seen. I have actually totally missed the join there, so I'm going to just see if I can pop that back in, and there's a bit of a hole there. That's not really welded on there. I mean, this isn't structural, it's just really, I don't know, just to repair something that was there before that had rusted away. So, and it's not going to be seen, it's under that sound insulation. Anyway, enough excuses. I'm going to try and fill in a couple of these little holes. Well, I blew a bit of a hole in that there and had to patch it up again. Anyway, I think I'll call that a job and go and have a cup of tea before I fertle it too much and mess it right up. Well, next I reckon I'll tackle this corner, and it's all pretty solid except that hole is quite corroded away. Now I reckon a disc about that size welded in there with the right side of the hole cut in it would be about right. So I'm not going to use the same technique because this was cut with a tank cutter, so the bit out the middle would be quite distorted. I wonder if I can use a hole saw to cut a suitable sized bit to go in there. This hole saw seems like about the right size. You've got to have these bumpers in really to stop the bonnet rattling round, and it is starting to get corroded to the point where they're not really secure. Now I reckon this drill bit is about the right size. It's a little bit of a loose fit, but we'll try it and see. Righto, let's get that welded in. Blind man be glad to see it, I reckon. Now what we'll do here is we'll make up a plate to go across this area here, because this is real thin. We'll have to maintain this because this is a drain hole. This is for if water gets in the bonnet it can run out there, I think. And I'll miss this, and then we'll make up another washer bit to go in there, because that hole is really quite knackered. But I'm going to bend this up a little bit first to get it back to where it started from. Right, well that's about the right shape, I reckon. See if we can stick that on there. Well, I've just had a call from work and a parcel's been delivered there I've got to go and take in. So I guess that brings today's festivities to a bit of a close. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.